Hear me now, my child. Pay attention with your inner being. This moment you are experiencing, this word reaching you, the very breath filling your lungs, none of this is by chance. I planned this for you. I knew you intimately before the earth was formed. Your arrival here was not a random event. I summoned you. My gentle direction has brought you to this peaceful place. From my very being, I have spoken a truth specifically for your life. Understand this. It is not merely a simple fact, but a powerful decree, a sacred pronouncement that alters everything. I have seen the heavy weight you have carried, your silent tears, your weary pleas offered in the deepest night. Not one was hidden from my view. I was not quiet. I was not distant. In this very moment, I am acting on your behalf. The one who stands against me attempted to silence your voice, to dim the light I placed within you, to drive you into shadows. But I have stated clearly, this ends now. My presence has entered your path with a sacred intervention. This is the moment when things turn. You might ask yourself, why this time? Why me? It is because the moment is prepared. Your quiet struggles have been seen by me, and your very being is known in my sight. You sense it, do you not? That movement deep inside, as if something holy is close to your spirit. It is true. The distance is fading. The path that appeared blocked before you is now being revealed. I, who oversee all matters, stand here to speak on your behalf. I am not simply providing gentle solace. I am asserting authority, bringing about newness, correcting what is wrong, restoring life. There were nights when peace eluded you, days when burdens felt overwhelming. But now the silence is broken. My voice calls out, not weakly, but with unmistakable strength. When I speak, circumstances are altered. Allow this truth to settle within you, my beloved child. These are not just ordinary words. This is a holy link from my heart to the core of your being. Therefore, pause for a moment right now. Gently close your eyes if you feel led. Breathe in deeply. Let my truth bring you stability. I have not overlooked you. You are being awakened from within. You are being summoned away from fear, away from inner barrenness, back into my sheltering nearness. This is not the conclusion. Hope remains vibrant. A significant door of opportunity is now available, though it will not remain accessible indefinitely. Now, as you move ahead into what I have prepared for you, I ask you to express your readiness. I have spoken. The matters that trouble you are being resolved. What is the meaning of such a declaration from me? Stay close to me, my precious child. You will understand. The battle has ended. This is true not just in the world you see, but in the realm where destinies are decided, where my will is supreme and all resistance yields. Everything that stood against you, every hidden accusation, every silent falsehood spoken in the shadows, I, who possess all authority, have examined it completely. And my determination is this: it is resolved. You are no longer facing condemnation, no longer under spiritual assault. The pain you carried was not invisible to me. I weighed it, noted it, observed it, and it has reached its destined conclusion. Yet this is more than simply the end of a phase. It is the uncovering of a holy truth that few grasp. In the unseen realms where my justice is applied and eternal selections are made, I have watched over your life with great care. Every private moment of strength, every instance you chose belief when surrendering felt simpler, every tear shed in solitude. nothing was wasted. Not one moment escaped my observation. My account of your life is far more thorough than any human record. The one who stands against me presented himself, bringing harsh accusations intended to ruin you, hoping to use your history, your pains, and your fears to condemn you. But I, the judge who understands all, the creator who perceives the outcome from the beginning, did not delay. I reviewed everything, not with a desire to find fault, but with profound care. And then I moved forward, not merely observing from a distance, but as the one who spoke on your behalf and personally bore the price. This was more than simply a signal. It was a just deed. It was everlasting. It was a trade of life for kindness. You were acquired, not merely temporarily restrained. Released, not just forgiven. I extended favor to you, not based on your merit, but because my love is unwavering. It is a love that enters the realm of judgment, not only to speak in your defense, but to take your position entirely. Listen as my voice speaks this truth over you now, my cherished child. The feeling of shame, the sense of being unworthy, the thought that you are never quite enough, these are severed at their origin. You no longer stand as someone facing judgment. You now stand as one I have pronounced free. The bonds that restrained who you truly are have been severed. Passages that were firmly shut before you are now opening widely because I have ruled in your favor. Those who spoke against you, who viewed your pains as weakness and your stillness as failure, have been scattered by my authority. And this moment, this present time, is set because something has shifted inside you. A calm yet firm settling. You have arrived at a turning point, not one of collapse, but one of transformation. Your spirit yielded under pressure but did not shatter, and I observed, I waited, and now I declare, my beloved child will bear this burden no longer. For some, the inner weight has been continuous, a pattern of losing courage, of waiting, of being misunderstood, unfairly accused, even ignored. And this has been your experience. The opposition that sought to conceal you instead prepared the way for you to emerge. And now, the record of accusations against you has been wiped clean. Before me, one word is inscribed beside your name: liberated. Not partially, not temporarily, but entirely. However, being liberated is not the conclusion. It is the beginning. I did not lead you through hardship merely so you could simply endure once more. I brought you through so you could ascend, to walk in the authority I have granted you, to advance not as someone wounded and striving, but as one covered by my kindness and designated to thrive. If your heart affirms this truth, my child, if it echoes deeper than your thinking or logic, it is because your spirit already aligns with my determination. Speak it out loud, even if your voice shakes. Proclaim, you possess no power over me any longer. The ultimate authority has ruled in my favor. When you speak these words, you are not merely hoping, not simply wishing. You are bringing matters into harmony. You are confirming what I have already resolved. This is not simply a feeling. This is truth in the invisible reality. Therefore, when doubt returns, when old critical voices resurface, whether from others or from within your own mind, remember, I do not stand with you out of sympathy. I am with you in strength. Your past mistakes do not define you. You are not held captive by what has been. Your weaknesses do not disqualify you. My eyes see the whole of you, my child. What I see is not a reason for shame, but the very purpose for which you exist. You do not need to work to earn my love. You are not required to prove you deserve my help. These are already freely given to you. No matter how strong you feel, or how close or far away I seem, my commitment to you is firm. My protection is not for a short time. My goodwill towards you does not change. I will not take back what I have spoken. You belong to me. You carry my mark. I have chosen you. Your way forward begins now, not from a place of being defeated, but from the secure high ground of being made free. Find rest now, my beloved one, not just a brief pause, but a holy turning back to what is true. When the weight of the world feels heavy, when your own thoughts stir like a rough sea inside, threatening your peace, know this. I, who gave you life, stand as your sure defender, steady, never changing, speaking for you with full power. My love does not fade. It does not depend on conditions. It lasts forever, and it has already answered every possible thing anyone could ever say against you. Where you are right now is not because of your own effort, nor does it show your past. The decision was made long before you even felt it. You were declared clean. You were named free. The words against you were silenced in a place far beyond human reach. You are mine, my child. You will live, and you will thrive. Even now, as you sense traces of past difficulties, remember, you are not in that struggle anymore. What you feel is just the lingering effect, not the battle itself. The moment that changed everything was when I spoke life into you. This was never meant to be the end. The challenges you observe are not the destruction of what you hoped for. It shows something new is breaking through. You are not moving toward falling apart, but toward being built up by me. How I, who made you, see you, is not with blame. It is with deep, steady kindness. What I planned for you is for your good, for quietness in your heart, and for you to be complete. And nothing and no one can stop it. So if worry tries to return, if doubt quietly suggests you are not good enough, speak louder than that lie. Speak it plainly. Write it down if you need to. Fix it firmly inside you. My place is set firm by the highest power, and I have declared my victory. Do not let this holy truth go unspoken. Words you speak with faith are not just noise. They do something. They are statements that change things you cannot see. The last word has been said, and winning is not just possible. It is already happening. Know this, my beloved child. In the world you cannot see, something was raised against you. The one who works against what I want tried to stop you from walking the path I prepared. He brought up every wrong step, every fall, every heavy thing you have carried. He tried to show you were not ready for the future I planned for you. He spoke his claims, trying to convince others you were not worthy. But he did not expect what I would do. With total certainty, without needing any talk, I myself stepped in. Not to argue, but to settle it. When I spoke, everything said against you disappeared. The place where the challenge was made became still. The power of the one against you was gone. My kindness covered every claim. The truth of my fairness removed every false word. This is what happened in the place of truth when your name was mentioned. The one who stood against you had nothing left to say. His attempt failed. Not because you had done nothing wrong, but because the full cost of my kindness had already been paid. You need to understand this now, my beloved. Nothing the one against you brings up can stay standing. What I have started in you, no force can undo. The one who speaks against you has no power anymore in the place where things are decided. He has no true power. He only tries to trick you. He works not by truth, but by lies. His main way is to make you believe you are still judged, still dirty, still not finished. But the decision made in heaven about your life cannot be changed. I, the highest, have decided, and that decision is final. Now is the time to be brave, to lift your spirit, to act like someone made complete by what I have said, not just pardoned, but taken as my own. Not just welcomed, but made special. Not just getting by, but chosen to show my light. The one who dared to go against what I, the all-powerful, wanted, has been put down. His voice, which was loud with challenge, is quiet now. His plans against you have come undone by my power. You do not walk by yourself, my child. You go forward under the sign of my victory from above. You are mine, the highest. Your life is not shaped by what tried to ruin you, but by me who saved you and made you free. If this truth feels right deep inside you, if your spirit is moved by these words, not in a confused way, but knowing they are true, then do not just stand there. Act. Let how you stand show what you believe. Let what you do show you trust me. When you say out loud what has already been set in place in heaven, you do more than just talk. You bring your whole life into line with the truth that is already won in the world you cannot see. This is not just saying yes. It is answering what has already been finished. Speak with courage, my precious child. Not because you have to, but because you know it deep inside. Because thankfulness moves in you. Because your heart sees how much was done for you. Speak like someone who knows the hard time is over and the light is coming. This time is not about putting on a show. It is about answering in agreement with me. It is about honoring what is set apart, and by doing that, making room inside you to take it all in. This is holy. This is special. This time did not just happen. I planned it, and you are here because I have brought you here. See this for what it is, a meeting place with me. The one against you is beaten. The way is clear. My kindness is not coming later. It is happening now. There comes a time for everyone who truly follows me. A special point where you feel my presence not just as a thought, but as something real inside you. You know it in your spirit, your heart, your body. When that time comes, everything changes. It touches everything around you. Nothing you face is too much for me. I exist beyond all limits and hold all authority. Understand this time. It isn't merely a pause or a trial. It is the very instant of my direct involvement. I haven't simply directed good things toward you, my beloved child. I have drawn near myself. Some matters carry such weight, such eternal consequence that only my being present makes a difference. And when I become involved, all things without exception are transformed. Look around. Have you sensed it? Those quiet nudges within you, the subtle changes, the openings that arrived right when you sought them. Those were my quiet messages. And now I am not merely close by. I am actively working. I am not distant or observing from afar. I have entered your struggles, the hard places, the very core of what felt overwhelming. When I take action, I don't seek permission. I issue commands. I sever chains. I remove barriers. I make the path clear for those who are mine. When I speak, opposition falters, and even now what has kept you bound is beginning to loosen. The anxiety holding your heart, the need troubling your household, the unease in your body, the pain in your spirit, the silent grief, the hidden battles. All of it is now yielding because I am here. This isn't only happening within you. It is a shift impacting your outer life. The circumstance opposing you has lost its stability. The waiting that felt unending is now drawing to a close. The words that said you lacked worth are quieted by the sound of my reality. I am coming into every part of your existence. Not only your spirit, but your physical self, your household, your calling, the way you are sustained, the path before you. These are not merely soothing words. This is my purpose being fulfilled. The link from above is unobstructed. The way forward is plain. What was hindered is now flowing without restriction. I, who have the strength to conquer, have not been still. I have moved forward, not subtly or merely as a sign, but with all my power. And I am now working with deliberate intention for those I have set apart. Even now, as you take in these words, something important is happening out of sight. A holy transformation is in progress, perhaps not yet visible in your daily reality, perhaps not yet apparent in your situation, but your spirit within already knows it. My being here is strongly affecting your surroundings with a power that exceeds human grasp or the boundaries of time. My cherished one, grasp this truth firmly. A profound shift has begun. The world outside may not perceive it, but your core being recognizes it. That clear knowing you felt recently, the calm that came over you without warning, that wasn't merely a thought. That was a communication from me. That clear perception didn't come from looking at your circumstances, but from understanding I settled within you. Recent happenings in your life weren't just by chance. They awakened something deep inside, not like acquiring new information, but like remembering a truth that has always existed. This manner of knowing wasn't gained through study or repetition. It is part of your essence, intertwined with the very nature of those who reflect my light. Your inner sense did not mislead you, my child. Your capacity to perceive truth was unwavering. You did not need another person to confirm something for you to grasp the truth. You remained calm, letting others reveal their nature without needing to confront them. You didn't have to react because the truth was already evident to your inner perception. This is not common. It is not a faint feeling. It is a capacity I have given you. The ability to perceive truth. That same clear perception is at work within you now. Not by your striving, but by my favor. You weren't seeking outward proof or waiting for evidence. The truth was revealed to you in still times, within the holy bond we share. Where we connect, nothing untrue can remain. From my grace I have given you this inner perception, not as a weight to carry, but to prepare you. This is a distinct insight, granted to those able to hold it with quiet resilience. This inner perception is more than simply observing, my child. It is profound comprehension. I led you to understand things that cannot be taught by others. You paused when others rushed. You were silent when others spoke loudly. But what you held on to had reality because it came from truth, not just emotion. Your strength does not come from volume or attempting to control events. It comes from being authentically who you are. When others reacted strongly, you remained peaceful and stable, not out of indifference, but because your grounding in me is solid. This clear perception is not frailty. It is power that originates with me. And that power resides within you, my child. The insight I have placed within you allows you to perceive clearly, even amidst confusion, without becoming entangled. When others act from fear, you remain stable. When circumstances are unclear, you stay focused on me. You perceive the pain that motivates people's speech, the damage beneath their actions. Your words are not meant to control, but to bring understanding. And when you do, truth stands on its own. I see how you conduct yourself, my child, how you respect truth, not only in your words, but in your silent decisions, in your restraint, in your sincerity. Your bond with me requires no external confirmation. It does not diminish. It does not need volume to be genuine. It endures because I created it, not through human striving. Dwell fully in that truth, my child. Let it guide your steps, shape your choices, and keep your inner being centered. This is how you express gratitude, my child, not just through words, but by living in accordance with the understanding I have granted you. Let your very life be your expression of thanks. That is the true power I have given you, my child, not anger or a desire for retaliation, but a quiet assurance with a clear aim. Do not cling to what is now behind you, my child. You are not simply departing from the past. You are stepping into something holy and new. Let go of anything that no longer nourishes your spirit, my precious child. Guard your thoughts with care. Maintain clarity in your surroundings. Your inner self is too valuable to be burdened by things lacking significance. I have concluded a segment of your path, not with sorrow, but with honor for what it held, and what lies ahead is holy. This path you are now on is not about seeking acceptance or commendation from others, my child. It is about walking alongside me. Attend to the gentle promptings I place within you. My presence isn't a loud noise seeking notice. It moves through you like a peaceful current. Instead of shouting, it quietly reshapes things. Listen, not just with your physical hearing, but with your spirit, my cherished one. A shift is happening both inside you and in the world you inhabit. Your eyes may not yet see the evidence, but those connected to my spirit can feel it. You are transforming in ways others may notice but won't truly understand. Do not concern yourself with whether others comprehend. Your task isn't to convince or perform for them, my child. It is simply to exist as the one I designed you to be. Whole, knowing, reflecting light. You are stepping into a unique space, my beloved, reserved for our sacred connection alone, not meant for many. This phase of your path is not shared by all. Not everyone will travel this stretch with you, and that is right. The light I placed within you is not aggressive or forceful. It is soft, constant, ever present. The glow from within you, my child, originates from the divine spark I set inside you. The purpose of your life isn't to attract attention to yourself, but to reveal the goodness of the one who brought you into being. Keep your focus steady, remain humble before me, and hold pure intentions. Your goal isn't to collect notice, but to direct it back to where it truly belongs. I am leading you, my precious one step at a time on a path uniquely shaped for you. There is no need to measure yourself against others, or track your speed or distance. What truly counts isn't how many witness your journey, but that your steps are sincere, real, and in harmony with me. You have been raised up, not for others to admire, but to be positioned. Placed where you can offer kindness, express love with strength, and maintain peace when others are troubled. This process isn't about separation. It's about preparation. I surround you completely. My presence precedes you. Those who serve me walk with you. You are never alone. Every inner certainty, every moment you were protected, guided differently or awakened to truth, was my hand at work. Nothing occurring now is by chance. What felt like setbacks or endings before was simply making ready for the good things now emerging. The burdens you have carried are not meant to break you. They are meant to strengthen you. It isn't destruction. It is purification. I am not causing you pain, my child. I am preparing you. This time is a turning point. You are releasing what no longer serves the person you are growing into. The weight of your old way of being, shaped by enduring, striving, and pain, is lessening. And in its stead, the true self I knew before you first breathed is beginning to reveal itself. This is not creating something new. It is uncovering what has always been present. What felt usual before may now feel unfamiliar, my beloved one. What once brought ease might now feel hollow. This is happening because you are being guided into a more elevated rhythm, a distinct manner of existence, a more holy pace. Your strength now comes not from resisting, but from releasing. Not from clamor, but from inner stillness. Not from striving, but from the love pouring from my timeless heart. Your capacity to discern what is right is deepening. Your inner perception is becoming clearer. Uncertainty is beginning to vanish in the light of my sacred truth. This isn't merely an outward change. It is a complete awakening of your spirit. And as you awaken, my child, your tears, your quietness, your patience, your weariness, they all gain new significance. They were not pointless. They were like holy spaces where you made silent promises with heaven without needing words. I was always with you, never absent for a moment, through the difficult times, the prayers that felt unheard, the opportunities that remained closed, the sorrows that reshaped you. I was not absent. I was preparing things. Now the moment has arrived. What seemed like disintegration is actually revealing truth, not breaking down but gaining clarity. The untrue self built by fear, by suffering, by strain, is falling away. Not to erase who you are, but to reveal the real you. The one filled with my spirit, the self that endures forever. You are not collapsing, my precious child. You are opening up. The light shining from within you is not recent. It is ancient. It is holy. It reflects the likeness in which I formed you. I am not taking away from your life to leave you bare. I am making room for something sacred to reside within. What feels like loss is creating space for holy abundance. The sense of emptiness you feel is not abandonment. It is expectation. You are being positioned for something much larger than what you previously held. You cannot escape this sacred letting go, my beloved. You were intended for it. It was part of your story from the beginning. What is occurring now is not random. It is the unfolding of my divine purpose. Do not sorrow over what you are moving beyond. Be glad for what you are ascending into. You are not merely changing. You are rising into your divine essence, your heavenly source, your identity that lasts forever. This time is holy, and no earthly burden can halt what I have started. This is not your breakdown, my cherished child. It is your breaking through. The unraveling you feel is not your end. It is the revealing of what has always been sacred within you. What appears to be disintegrating is, in reality, settling perfectly into its proper position. The transformation isn't something for the future. It is happening right now. Right now, with each intake of air, each moment that goes by, a sacred reality is unfolding inside you. This isn't simply personal growth. This is my divine action. You are not just wandering. You're being drawn by my hand towards something immense, significant, and everlasting. You stand at an entrance, not one you created, but one I designated. The space between where you have been and where I am calling you to step is closing. You sense it, my child, the stirring in your spirit, the stillness that feels not vacant, but filled with a soft urgency. Holy moments lie ahead, moments that will not be repeated. You do not have unlimited time to choose. A narrow opening is appearing before you, and it is sacred. The everlasting is calling you onward, but such a call requires your whole heart. You cannot bring old weights into this new place. A heart divided cannot truly consent. Releasing your grip is not weakness. It is obedience, my beloved one. It shows your reliance on me and demonstrates strength in its purest form. If you feel led to deny yourself food, do so with clear intention. If you must pray, let it be as vital to you as breathing, like air for your inner self. Become still until your thoughts settle. Let go of whatever obscures your vision, anything that dims the brightness of your spirit. This period is not for passively awaiting good things. This is the appointed time to ready yourself to be the conduit I have always known you were capable of being. What lies before you is not just a future point in time. It is a fundamentally different way of existing. This new space cannot be grasped only by your intellect. It exists beyond the limits of time, beyond your own concerns, beyond constant effort. It is formed by letting go, supported by trust, and entered by a willingness to step forward. You do not need to be flawless. You do not need to perform. You simply need to be willing. You do not need to feel adequate or worthy. You simply need to say yes. And when your spirit's agreement aligns with my movement, the entire world around you begins to respond. What felt heavy becomes light. What seemed impossible opens up. The rush of life appears to slow. The boundary between what you perceive and what you do not perceive becomes less distinct. You will begin to notice subtle signals, brief views of a truth deeper than your current experience. This is not your imagination, my child. This is not a fantasy. This is your inner self connecting with my presence. When I reveal the way I have prepared for you, my child, circumstances around you will fall into place effortlessly. Doors that seemed shut will now open simply, not through your struggle, but because your inner being now moves in harmony with my perfect design. Know this. This process isn't you struggling to reach me. It is my own spirit working inside you. In this moment, having all the answers is far less important than simply placing your trust in me. Attempting to control every detail yields to simply allowing things to unfold. What feels like fixed reality softens subtly as my hidden hand directs it. Ordinary moments gain significance. You begin to see my deliberate ordering in the small details of your journey, such as someone appearing precisely when you need them, or hearing the exact words that give you strength when you feel weak, or discovering a path opening just as another closes. Relationships gain clarity. Your perception sharpens. You will feel this deeply within your core, not just in your thoughts. A sense of being led. Even a little way along this path, my child, you will notice old patterns losing their power over you. The ease you once found in merely enduring, in constant effort or in fear, begins to lessen. Why? Because I did not create you to be confined by fear or narrow thoughts. You were not intended merely to exist. The genuine self I placed within you was shaped for a design that extends further, penetrates deeper, and endures longer. You were not shaped for familiar ease, but for the strength found in growing into the one you are intended to be. At this moment, my precious one, you are at the edge of a sacred entry point. Not something visible to your physical sight, but a spiritual threshold, a deep transformation woven into the very design I hold for your life's path. That sense of unease, that energy you feel within, that powerful feeling that things are changing, that is not anxiety, my beloved. That is your inner self recognizing something it already understands. You have been in this place before, not in your present physical form or this life, but in the eternal space where I first spoke the path you would follow. You have observed the indicators, specific sights recurring, words heard often, moments aligning with a precision that is clearly not random. These are not random events, my child. They are communications, markers, points I have set to reveal to you. This is the specific moment I spoke of, the very time you have longed for, the shift that transforms everything. But grasp this truth, my cherished one. This entry point will not remain open forever. This path is ready, but it calls for your full commitment to move forward. You must take action. You must respond. While my affection for you, my child, is constant, boundless, and never removed, there are particular times I have appointed, moments ordered by my divine purpose. Unique openings appear, not to create anxiety, but to awaken your spirit. Some opportunities, if not stepped into now, will not appear in exactly the same way again. These moments are not given to instill fear, but to softly stir your spirit from its slumber. And this specific time, my beloved child, is one of those moments. This is not a time to pause, to delay for complete understanding, or a more convenient moment. This is a holy calling. The moment has been declared by me, the highest. Your mind may wrestle with not having all the details. Your emotions might long for absolute certainty before you proceed. But the path I have placed before you is not walked by knowing every step. It is walked by relying on me. This is how reliance on me is shown in your choices. Moving forward not because you possess every answer, but because you can depend fully on the one who summons you. My summons is not for you to carry every weight, but to release them. Release the view of yourself based on merely enduring. Lay down the identity that came from fear, from endless effort, and from comparing yourself to others. Permit the old story you no longer belong to simply dissolve, like mist vanishing in the morning. What is ahead is not merely a slightly improved version of the past. It is your true self becoming visible. the one I formed in the stillness, the one my reality has always recognized. That feeling of heaviness, that sense of being disconnected from your former aims, roles, and habits. That is not failure, my child. That is me softly realigning you. My spirit is carefully easing your grip on things that lack substance and no longer aid your unfolding. You may feel some discomfort, even a sense of being unsure for a while. You're not breaking down. You're being opened wide. You are stepping into a place where strenuous effort is replaced by calm presence, where your influence flows from inner stillness, not external pressure. The former way of things is diminishing, and a new, elevated way of simply being is becoming clear. You have always felt that there was something beyond what you knew. That quiet inner voice, that steady awareness hinting this wasn't the complete truth, was right. And now that gentle suggestion has grown into a distinct call. This is the time appointed for you. You are at the threshold of something sacred. What seemed impossible to grasp now feels like it is surely coming true. You have noticed the signs, sensed the shift, known you are invited. I am not forcing your hand, my child. I am simply calling you. Will you answer? This journey is not marked by outward show or sudden shifts. It is marked by quiet firmness, calm within, and closeness with me. It begins with simple decisions made apart from the noise, seeing each day the one you are becoming. Each morning, before facing the world's loudness, look inside yourself. Awaken softly. Rest in stillness, not for appearance, but just to be present with me. You do not need long prayers or much talk. Just offer your presence. My presence does not require volume. It welcomes your still focus. As your day moves forward, keep that still focus with you, whether occupied with duties, creating, gaining understanding, or just resting. Hold on to the sense that I am near. Speak not to be liked, but to reveal my nature. Let your actions flow not from sudden urges, but from grasping my way. Look for my subtle promptings, a soft urging to let go of hurt, a quiet sense to wait, an unexpected impulse to extend compassion. Move quickly when you feel them. Release pain right away. Let go of anything that does not belong with the one you are becoming. These small, still acts are not unimportant matters, my cherished child. They are holy. They make ordinary places into spots dedicated to me. Guard your attention, not only concerning food, but also what you take in through seeing, hearing, and interacting. You are more open now, more attuned to subtle movements. This does not show weakness, my child, but shows I am readying you for a deeper connection with me. Shield the stillness within you. Watch over your times of quiet. This is not something added on. It is needed for how you live. It is where you perceive my speaking. Pick what is plain. Pick what settles your breathing and awakens your spirit within. And when fear shows itself, as it surely will, do not act as if it is not there. See it plainly, then stand strong on this reality. Fear has no right to lead you. My strength, my child, is much larger. Look towards the world of nature I formed, not to escape, but to be shown something. See how the trees bend in the wind without breaking. Watch how the moving water finds a path around things in its way without halting its flow. The world around you exists not only to uphold you, my precious one, but to teach you. to mirror the ways of the one who gave you life. And when doubt starts to enter, when you feel stuck or just not certain, direct your mind toward being thankful. Put it in plain speech, speak it out loud, sense it fully. Being thankful is how my presence speaks. It is the key to finding stillness within. It is the feeling that makes room for my action in your life. And above all else, hold this thought, my child. This is not a fight. This is not a battle you must conquer. This is a holy releasing, a dedication to the good and lasting change already taking place within you. And so, my beloved child, as these ideas reach their end, do not let them just vanish like a brief feeling or a quick thought. Let them become how you live, a real firm path you follow daily. For what I have revealed to your spirit now is not only for times of great feeling, but for the foundation of your common life. The still times when your day begins, the journey to your duties, the conversations full of tension, the choices made hidden when no one sees. I have not just moved your emotions. I have brought to life what you are set aside to accomplish. And this calling is lived not in sudden rushes of strong emotion, but through giving way each day to my constant beat. This is the existence you are moving toward, a state of being driven not by proving yourself or seeking approval, but shaped by trusting me, anchored by inner knowing, and filled with clear intention. Begin each day with a sacred attention. Do not hurry into the world's loudness before passing still moments with the one who made you. Just a short time of quiet before the day breaks, before its calls, can settle your entire being in what is true. Being set aside is not about sensing it. It starts with your willingness to obey. Look upon your physical form as a holy place,